Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, NASCAR Cup Series Quaker State 400 presented by Walmart. Atlanta Motor Speedway, 400.4 miles, 260 laps, 3 stages, 60, 100, and 100. Oh boy, fun. We saw the 3 wide finish, the top 5 under a blanket in the spring race here at Atlanta. Because this is day, that was night, we less grip. I don't think we're going to have that kind of finish. It'd be cool if we did, but I don't know if we will. Chevrolet has won 5 of the last 6, 4 of the last 5 as the current configuration Atlanta Motor Speedway. 3 of the last 5 races have had 10 or more cautions. In the last 14 Atlanta races, Chevrolet has won 8 times, Ford 6. In the 5 races with this configuration, 2 have been under caution, which means we did the green-white checkered. Once we took the white flag, the next flag ends the race. The caution came out before the checkered. Of those 5 races, that last green flag run, 13, 2, 44, 14, and 5 laps. So we know we're going to have a caution at the end of the race. Twice in those 5 races has the pole sitter won the race. 3 times outside the top 12 won the race. From 2006 through 2021, the old configuration of Atlanta, 26 races, no pole winner won the race. We had qualifying today. We know that Denny Hamlin will start shotgun on the field. There was an issue in qualifying, and that always sparks the people that hate the fact we didn't do practice. See, we need practice, and that wouldn't have happened. Yeah, it still could have in qualifying. I'm sorry, could have. So some of the playoff drivers that are coming from the back of the field, Denny Hamlin in 38th, Daniel Suarez in 30th, Christopher Bell 26th, Reddick 23rd, Martin Truex Jr. 22nd, Ty Gibbs 20th, Brad Keselowski 19th, Chase Elliott 16th. So yeah, we have some stout cars in the back of the pack. 23-11, both cars 23rd and 24th in qualifying. Reddick 31.33 and Bubba 31.35. So yeah, pretty darn close for those two 23-11 cars. So the top 10 in qualifying was McDowell, Blaney, Todd Gilliland, Josh Berry, Austin Cindric, so 5 Fords in the top 5. That is Roush, Yates, and horsepower right there. Chevrolet and Kyle Busch in 6th. 7th was Logano, 8th Dillon, 9th Byron, and 10th Chase Briscoe. The top Toyota would have been Ty Gibbs in 20th. That's just horrible. 1 year ago, Michael McDowell also won the pole here, followed by Joey Logano, Kyle Busch, Todd Gilliland, and Kyle Larson. So you can see McDowell, Gilliland, Larson. They were top 5 last year, back in the spring, top 5 this year. Stage 1 in the spring, Michael McDowell, Ryan Blaney, Ross Chastain, Kyle Larson, Kyle Busch. Stage 2 was Cindric, Larson, Blaney, Suarez, Truex, and then the top 5 in the race was Suarez, Blaney, Kyle Busch, Austin Cindric, and Bubba Wallace. Just like with Buescher at Kansas, missed it by that much. You can go the same thing with Kyle Busch at Atlanta in the spring. Missed it by that much. So, I mean, that could have been a major playoff switch. If Buescher would have won Kansas and Kyle would have won in Atlanta. So the last 5 races at Atlanta, that's all with Gen 7 and all on the current configuration. Ryan Blaney, average finish 8.0. Daniel Suarez 8.4 in a win. Chase Elliott 8.75 in a win. Ross Chastain 11.8. Austin Cindric and Eric Jones each with 12.4. Justin Haley 13.6. Brad Keselowski and Kyle Busch 14.2. Michael McDowell, 14.4. Joey Logano and William Byron, average finish, 16.2. Logano, 1 win. William Byron, 2 wins. Now, I'm not going to look at the average running position. I do that a lot of other tracks. When you come to Daytona and Talladega and Atlanta, I think there's so much of the pack racing that average running position doesn't really kind of give you a lot of information. It kind of is more or less that's where they stood in the pack for the majority of the race. So we're just going to look at average finish, and that's how we're going to set our NASCAR Fantasy Live lineup. So for the Quaker State 400, I have no playoff drivers in the my NASCAR Fantasy Live lineup, and here's my thought process. You're allowed to use each driver up to 5 times in the 10 races. If Atlanta and Talladega, I do not use them, that gives me 8 races to use them. So if you take out the road courses, because you're not going to use all the playoff drivers in the road courses, that gives me 6 races for use those 5 drivers. So I'm going to use the best of the best of those races. So my NASCAR Fantasy Live lineup here for Atlanta: Michael McDowell, Josh Berry, Austin Dillon, Todd Gilliland, Noah Gragson, and Kyle Busch I'll have in my garage. So the garage pick you have to put in before the end of stage 2. So before the end of lap 160. Sometimes I don't get a chance to, but that is what it is. The head-to-heads there on NASCAR Fantasy Live. I got Burton over Briscoe, Hamlin over Blaney, Bell over Larson, and Reddick over Byron. I'm in 5 different fantasy leagues. I'm in the TMD league, where I am currently 1,261st. In the Fantasy Fast Lane, I'm 848. In the Way She Goes, I am 6th. In the Fantasy Racing Preview, I'm 470. And in the MRN Inside Line, I'm 358. So, not horrible, not great. I have 4,531 points. In the TMD League, the leader has 5,246 points. At Darlington, I was 1,542nd. There's 4,700 plus in there. So we'll see where I do with the playoffs. So I got a couple of strategies I'm trying to play here with this, so we'll go from there. On the picks for Atlanta. On the picks on the year, Truck Series, I'm 10-7. After the Xfinity race today, I'm 16-8, and then 6-20 in the Cup. But the 4 picks to win the Quaker State 400 presented by Walmart for the NASCAR Cup Series race: Michael McDowell, William Byron, Austin Cindric, and Kyle Busch. As always, thanks for watching the Rubber Sports Show. Make sure you check out the playoff preview and prediction show. Bottom 4: Briscoe, Burton, Gibbs, Truex. After Bristol, the 4 drivers will be eliminated. Check out my pick for the final 4. My champion has ties to the shirt that I'm wearing. I should have worn his shirt in this video. I have one. If you watch some of the videos, you've seen it before. But yeah, definitely check that out. As always, thanks for watching the Rubber Sports Show. And don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Rubber Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports center content.